So Tyler, as somebody from the LGBT community, how do you feel about the boycotts going on against Bud Light, Target, Lionheart Jiu-Jitsu, just all? How do you feel about it?
Honestly, can we boycott more cheap beers?
You get it for cheaper?
These are way better in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, why drink water? I think it's overpriced. I don't know.
Lower calorie.
What was the whole boycott about?
Yeah.
Was it kind of like a misalignment of demographic? Like Bud Light was trying to like expand? Because I always thought like
I think
Bud Light was for like the get off my fucking property.
I think everybody thought that, but I think what they were trying to do was be inclusive and include another group that they normally
They're
don't
trying to
talk
expand their market share.
Yeah, they
But then you alienate.
But they alienate their core. Yeah, they alienate their
The
core.
story is about the trans girl who had her face like put on the Bud Light, right? And that's why people are mad.
Yeah, Dylan Mulvaney.
Something Delaney?
Dylan Mulvaney, yeah.
Oh, Mulvaney.
There's another one that recently, was it not Bud Light, Miller Light?
Oh, North Face too.
Yeah.
Really? What'd they do?
They did it was like something about coming out, but then it was like in the forest. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did see that like people were mad.
I mean, if it's for Pride Month, you have all these corporations that already have their rollouts ready to go for like their ads.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you are gonna see them in
Wait,
the
what
row.
was the JKnews LGBT rollout for the month?
We just had 5 minutes of Nick's face, just like
Just different positions.
I mean,
we don't pander to either demographic.
Should we have one?
since the beginning of YouTube, people have called us gay. So like, I mean, come on, dude. Like, do we even have to come out at this point? They've been calling us gay since the beginning.
Pretty clear.
But when you do you feel like, are you ever pressured to also speak out or anything like that, or to take a firm stance or be against it?
I've never been like politically aligned with my sexuality before. Like, it's not. I feel like I'm too young to have to do that. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. I guess I would say something if like something personally affected me.
Yeah.
Like I remember whenever I was in high school making like a Facebook post like saying, oh, we should like it should be legalized, like love is love and everything, and that was like a pretty big stance like 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But since it's been legalized, like there's politically, I honestly think what all these like giant companies try to do to pander, like it doesn't hit me as a demographic. Like they don't hit me the right way.
It doesn't make you go, ooh, I should go buy some Bud Light right now.
Put near a rainbow. I don't think rainbow looks good on clothes, personally. Like, I don't still think it's
Clashy.
I think it's actually
Shots
very. Since gays are supposed to be like well dressed, it makes like no sense to me that rainbow is like the fashion trend.
It's fair.
Like I think black should be. I think black's a bit more appealing.
A black flag? Dang, that's like piracy.
That's dope.
That's actually pretty tight.
That's like militant.
Dude, rebrand.
Okay, we found it. The JK LGBT rollout is we're making a new LGBT flag.
It's just black. It's all the colors combined.
It's a black and gray rainbow. So it's like different shades of black on
Isn't
there.
that the police one?
Grayscale actually.
Grayscale though. Grayscale.
With the blue line.
No, but grayscale though.
In blue line.
When I was in school, I think we called kids who listen to Black Flag gay. So it kind of fits. Kind of works out.
Isn't it crazy though? Like we've witnessed the social acceptance of like the gay community into the mainstream. Like we've seen it because I remember as early as or as late as like high school, there would be news about a gay couple walking down the street and getting beat up.
Yeah.
Or like I think they killed a guy.
Matthew Shepard, yeah.
Yeah, walking around holding hands, and then some guys jumped out, and then this was in LA or this was in Hollywood. Like in the gay community, guys would go into West Hollywood to bash some gay dudes and stuff.
If you do that, you're just gay yourself and mad that other people are probably dating the dude you want to do.
That's true. That's projecting.
Why else would you want to beat up a gay? Like why?
Exactly, and that's what I always thought.
It's
about you.
It come from? It has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
True.
Dude.
I assure you, they're not mad about some people. They don't care about doing something. They care for some reason.
Because straight men should be more like happy when there's a lot of good-looking guys that are your competition that's going out with other good-looking guys, and then now you're just like, hey, I just now brought myself from being a 6 to an 8 in the woman's eyes.
It's all a game of relativity.
Dude, plus in the countries like that have problems right now where there's more fucking chicks than dudes.
Yeah.
Dude, some of those dudes better be like, oh my god, the gay community, please, you gotta rise up over here too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dudes can't even get laid out there.
Yeah, that's true.
You need a gay community.
Yeah, in China.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's more guys than girls in China.
exactly.
China's got to keep their community super underground, right?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like out of necessity for your life.
Yeah. Theirs is a different thing. At least like here, the government wasn't trying to beat you up.
I mean, just 2 days ago, Biden had to put a travel ban to, I don't want to get the country wrong, I think it might have been Kenya, because Kenya just like placed some like death restrictions on anybody who,
Is it like those Ugandan
like-
videos you watch when they're all
maybe it's
like,
Uganda. I don't want to say the wrong country.
It's like a
'cause I'm not
pastor.
trying to-
It
Yeah.
was Uganda. I was just doing
Those
JK
videos
research.
are pretty funny though.
When they have like a whole seminar and it's like made up stuff.
Is that where the "Why are you gay" video? Is that where it comes from?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Like that.
Who says I'm gay?
Oh, with Pepe on Zimmer?
Yeah.
You are gay. Who? Who is gay? You.
Yeah, just the most base level like communication.
Well, I gotta show you this video.
It's great.
If you watch the whole video though, it actually turns around.
Oh, really?
Not a lot of people have seen it because the whole video is 2 hours.
Like,
Oh,
we
wow.
find out that the accuser's gay now?
Well, what happens
no.
is, yeah, a pastor ends up calling in to like berate the or the trans host, or the trans guest, and then that pastor drives to the radio station and then shows up. And
With
then
a basket full of fruits.
Yeah, and just like insulting them like super hard.
No, he had a basket full of vegetables and gives examples of how they penetrate each other in the butt with different
Incredible.
vegetables.
But then that same host who was saying, "Why are you gay?" ends up defending Pepe on Zimmer against that pastor. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's a LGBTQ like activist, and she's being interviewed by the news host or the journalist, and then so he was the host was calling Pepe gay, and then Pepe was like, I'm straight because I identify as a man. And then that's where that's where he goes, why are you gay? That's where it came.
And that's the viral part, but the whole thing actually is really good.
You mentioned in the previous video, you're like, yeah, when I was growing up, it was shunned, couldn't be gay, because your parents. How did they take to you being like, yo, I'm gay?
Oh, I didn't come out to them until I was 21 years old. So honestly, I think the YouTube videos I was making was actually way more of like a shock for them because of, like I said, I did kind of like, my humor was kind of JK, like adjacent. Like I crossed all the lines pretty much because that's,
Okay.
I think I told you this, but one of my biggest inspirations for comedy growing up was Shane Dawson.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so
It's your buddy, right?
That's funny, yeah.
So like pretty much imagine if Shane Dawson, he doesn't play games at all, but imagine if he made a gaming channel back in like 2012.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what my videos were for a bit.
That makes sense. Now I get the hair thing too.
Yeah.
The old Shane hair.
And the humor back then was just way hardcore though.
As well.
It was
Across the board, it was crazier, yeah.
Yeah, especially the competition for attention. A lot of people were throwing that out just to get eyes.
So your parents were like more, like held back by your content.
Yeah, like that was already like so whenever, kind of interesting story, I knew my parents wouldn't like it, so I kept it a secret for the first like 3 years or so.
Yeah.
And I was making like a full-time income off of it without telling them, while also having another full-time job. And they were like trying to convince me to pick up another second full-time job.
Whoa.
And I was like, no, I'm good or whatever. Like one job is like enough when I actually had, I mean, when you're a full-time YouTuber by yourself, that's like 2 or 3 jobs by itself.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm good. And they just would not stop pestering me. So I was like, listen, I have this YouTube channel. You're not going to like it, but I have a YouTube channel. I'm making money from it. And they looked it up. Okay, the video that they saw first was probably one of the most inappropriate ones. Like, I think I made a joke about using it as lube or something like that. And he was not happy about that.
You watched it together?
At least I said vaginas. He didn't find out I was gay then.
At least he's fucking them.
Son, I think you're doing it the wrong way. You're supposed to put your penis inside, not your shit, but
I wish I knew the joke.
remember it?
It's kind of a multi-leveled.
Oh, it's like a knock knock.
I was doing a parody of a parody.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, word.
Yeah,
Nice.
literally like,
We like those.
yeah, explaining the whole thing would be too much, honestly. But literally him discovering that was terrible. He told me to delete my channel and everything. And like, it was like very bad, and so I just had to like kind of cut them off for a couple years and just like completely
Whoa.
like not associate for a while I gave them time to, you know, process everything.
Sure, yeah.
Because I mean, to find out that I had like 150,000 subs on YouTube at the time, so I was literally like doing a lot of like big things like underneath their nose.
Damn.
Very secretive.
Yeah.
I'm very good at being secretive.
And in those videos, are you out?
No, I didn't come out like publicly to the internet until just a few years ago.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I kept it a secret from the
So
internet.
your parents were just pissed that you were doing tubes. That you were making tube videos. They didn't even know about the gay thing yet.
2 videos that didn't glorify God.
Yeah.
Got it.
Damn.
Man, your parents must be really fun to hang out with, though.
They are more fun now, you know.
That's tight. That's tight.
And they always kind of like were in their own way, just like as long as you adhere to their rules.
Like most religious families.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know
We
what
all
that's
can
like.
relate.
Yeah.
Like the camping's fun, but then the Bible study during the camping, I'd rather shoot a squirrel with a slingshot.
Yeah, it's like, why you gotta kill such a cool thing, man?
It's like you're watching a fucking Batman movie and like,
Yeah.
why isn't this movie about God? And it's like, oh.
It's just Batman. Come on.
It's like, where's the part when he starts to save souls?
Yeah.
You're saving Catwoman from
I mean,
Penguin.
religion's full of hypocrisy.
Right?
It's all cherry picking. It's all whatever fits your own agenda. It's whatever fits your own personal narrative.
It's also my personal political beliefs as well. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
I cherry pick. I fucking I'm a hypocrite. I don't give a shit.